Hello everyone, today in this lecture I am going to explain the philosophical movement, existentialism, but before I explain in detail, if you are new to my channel then please like the video and subscribe the channel. Without wasting the time, let's learn it. First of all, you should know that existentialism is a philosophical movement that emerged primarily in the 19th and 20th centuries. Basically, the main focus of this philosophy was on individual freedom, choice, and existence. It delves into the human condition, exploring themes like meaning, absurdity, freedom, responsibility, and authenticity. Key figures in existentialism include Soren Kierkegaard, Friedrich Nietzsche, Jean-Paul Sartre, Albert Camus, and Martin Heidegger. These are the key figures who supported this philosophy very much. As you have got to some extent about it. Let me tell you the key points of this theory, then you will be able to understand it. The first point is: existence precedes essence. Understand this phrase because if you study existentialism then you must come across this phrase. Basically, this phrase summarizes the existentialist view that humans are not born with a predetermined purpose. Instead, individuals create their essence through their actions and choices. Simply, you can say that in existentialism, the idea is that human beings are thrown into existence without any inherent meaning or purpose. For example, a person might be born into a family of doctors and might feel societal pressure to pursue a career in medicine. Existentialism argues that this person is not predetermined to be a doctor. Instead, they first exist and then must make choices that define who they truly are, which might lead them to a completely different career, like becoming an artist or a writer. In other words, you can say that this is the idea and concept of existentialism, that human beings thrown to this earth without any purpose. Instead, they are first thrown to this earth and after this they will create their own purpose, that why they are exist in the entire world. Actually, it is the individual's decisions that make him something, otherwise he not born with a specific purpose. Simply, if you are a doctor, a teacher, a writer, or have some other profession, it means that you are not born to be in this specific profession, but you have been thrown to this earth and then you decided to be a doctor or a teacher or someone else. To make it easier, I would say, existence precedes essence emphasizes the freedom and responsibility of individuals to shape their own lives and identities. It rejects the notion of a fixed human nature or destiny, instead advocating that who we are is determined by what we do and the choices we make throughout our lives. This perspective encourages people to live authentically, taking ownership of their actions and the essence they create for themselves. Imagine a newly born baby. According to existentialism, this baby is a blank slate with no predefined essence or purpose. The baby's essence is not determined by its birth but will be shaped by its future choices, actions, and experiences. So, simply it means existence precedes essence. The next main point of this theory is freedom and responsibility. By this point, it means existentialists believe that humans are fundamentally free to make their own choices and that this freedom is an intrinsic part of human existence. However, this freedom also comes with a significant burden, the responsibility for the consequences of these choices. Basically, humans are radically free to make choices. However, with this freedom comes immense responsibility. Every choice an individual makes contributes to defining who they are. In other words, you can say, in existentialism, freedom and responsibility are key ideas. This philosophy says we are all free to make our own choices and decide our own paths in life. However, with this freedom comes the responsibility to face the results of our choices. The main point is that we are thrown to the earth and we are free to make decisions and make our own choices, but along with our freedom of choice we are also responsible for our own happiness or sadness. Simply, existentialists claim that you are free to make choices, but if your choice is not good then you will be sad about it, but you are not allowed to blame others for your sadness, because you have taken the decision and then you have to take responsibility of it as well. The absurdity and meaninglessness. This is another point of this theory. You can say, in existentialism, the concepts of absurdity and meaninglessness are central. These ideas revolve around the inherent lack of purpose in the universe and the human struggle to find or create meaning in an indifferent world. Basically, absurdity and meaninglessness in existentialism emphasize the inherent conflict between our search for purpose and the universe's indifference. Recognizing this can lead to feelings of absurdity, but existentialists argue that individuals must create their own subjective meaning. This involves embracing our freedom, taking responsibility for our choices, and living authentically despite the lack of inherent meaning. By doing so, we can navigate the absurdity of life and find personal significance in our actions and experiences. The next point is authenticity. By authenticity means to act in accordance with one's true self, values, and beliefs, rather than conforming to external pressures. Basically, authenticity is a core concept in existentialism, focusing on the idea that individuals should live in accordance with their true self, rather than conforming to external pressures, societal expectations, or superficial roles. For example, imagine a young person who has a passion for painting. Their family, however, wants them to become a lawyer because it's a more stable and prestigious career. If the young person decides to pursue law solely to meet their family's expectations, they are not living authentically. Instead, if they choose to follow their passion for painting, they are embracing their true self, even if it goes against what their family desires. There must be a question in your mind that what existentialists want to convey by this point. Let me tell you in simple words that they want us to understand that we are free to make our own choices and define our own paths in life. And they also want us to see that we are not bound by external determinations or predetermined essences. They want to embrace the responsibility that comes with our freedom. This means acknowledging that our choices and actions are ours alone, and we must bear the consequences of these choices without blaming external forces. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to the channel. Thank you.